church canceled. Your church canceled.
You've been church canceled.
Jesus loves the yellow children.
Yeah.
All the red children. This about the Killers of the Flower Moon. I like red pussy. Yeah.
Oh no.
I like them purple. I don't care. I've been to France. I got my ass eaten like the Beatles.
So here we are. We are doing a test with a remote guest. It's the God Awful Gospel Hour. Jason is here remotely.
Remote
How do I
J-sex.
sound? Do I sound like off kilter? Or anything like
You
that?
sound like you're on Discord.
You sound like a French whore.
You sound like
Aw.
you're on a headset. Yeah.
You sound like
Okay.
a-
So yeah, I guess if you got a like a nice podcast mic like I've got, it would.
Well, that's what I was asking. If I need
yeah.
to get one.
But no, you sound fine. It's just you sound like you're calling in. You're like our guest that's calling in. You're calling in from London.
We don't want you to get one because then you won't come over here anymore.
Yeah.
So don't get one. Just keep coming over.
I'll
Yeah.
keep coming over. Just if y'all need me like in a pinch or something, then yeah, we can.
Dude, I owe you like
Yes.
4 presents. You gave me a birthday present and a Christmas present.
The presents will come. Don't
Yeah.
you
And
worry.
we're waiting because I'm Jewish, so you're just going to get Hanukkah. I'm going to give you a bunch of stuff.
For the Hanukkah gifts. Forgot about the Hanukkah gifts.
There's a little midget, a little Chinese retarded midget that comes through your doggy door. That's my Christmas.
Excellent.
Josh had a death in the family this week.
Yeah, we lost
Oh, I saw
our Moogle. We had a
20
Moogle.
24 years, right?
Yeah, a cat that lived to 24 out of spite for Josh.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Oh my god.
It was specifically insulting Josh with its life.
Lord, we thank thee for these thy gifts, and the bounty that thou hast laid upon us, and we shall lay to rest now Ruby in her final resting place. No longer will you piss on my shoes that I just bought for trail running.
Oh man, yeah.
I went in my
can't believe
bathroom
How's
and took a
that?
shower and took a shit today without having to like worry about a dying thing on the floor.
Aw.
I was like, the hills are alive with the sound of music. Spinning around, I was doing little circles.
that. The hills are alive with the sound of N-words.
Jesus loves the little brown ones.
Let's
Cinnamon children of
Poor,
the world.
poor cat. It's like, what was it? It's like when you watch The Simpsons. And was it one where it's like, we regret to inform you that someone's passed away, like a dog passed away in the alley, and then Homer's like, "Are you ready to laugh?" And everyone's like, "Poor dog."
Yeah. Yeah, because I did a show last night too. That was great.
Oh
I
man.
woke up and buried a cat and then got called to Roscoe's by
So
Roscoe
sorry
Jesus.
about that.
Roscoe Jesus called me home after he called
Aw.
Ruby home.
How did the cat sound after 24 years? Did it like?
Eh.
Re-
3
oh,
a.m.
man.
Feed me. Eh.
Okay, so it's not just my cat then. Yeah, my cat did the same damn thing.
Yeah.
So
They're really
it
into
would
eating
just-
before they die. They're like, I'm going to die. I'm going to eat everything.
having last
What?
meals.
Yeah.
Yeah, one night I stayed at my parents' house one night, and then, what was it? Like at just middle of the night, you just hear this like, because when they turn 20, they have no vocal cords
Yeah.
anymore, right? They can't do shit. So it's just horrible, just.
I mean, it's the
So-
same to me because I'm allergic, so I can't touch them or pet them or hang out with them. So the cat has always just been over there. They can't go on my pillow. I get sick.
Okay.
So the cat being dying or sick over there is the same to me.
Interesting.
I don't believe in having cats as a pet, as a thing.
'Cause
They don't give a
cats
fuck that your home or your name or nothing.
Yeah.
So cats cause you to die, pretty much, right?
I think it's a standard for how women do relationships. They're like, you just sit over there. Make some money.
You sit there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Well, I'm sorry I'm sorry even though you couldn't touch the cat. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
your
guys are like
family's
dogs. We're like,
alive
hey,
for
can I
the-
touch your boob? How's it going? Hey,
Can I
hi.
put my face in your crotch?
I know your name. You know my name. Let's talk. I think Garfield kind of desensitized everybody to it.
Yeah. It's like,
You're
oh, that's
like, yeah,
normal. That's a good thing to be. That's a
Cats
normal
are
thing
assholes,
to do.
and that's funny. Ha 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 ha. They don't care a fuck, and you just feed them.
Yeah. Fuck you, John.
That was the
Give me
whole point of
lasagna.
that comment. Is that the comic was that Arbuckle's a sucker.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Jason. Let me see if you can hear this.
I can hear. Oh, okay. Better be with
Okay,
the
yeah,
bear.
yeah. Has your wife not heard about this yet? Have you
Oh,
seen this?
she
Have you heard
told me
about this?
there's this thing going around about people saying,
Yeah.
what was it?
It was like a
That
TikTok
women would rather
thing.
be with a bear than a man, and
Yeah.
I was like, "What's your opinion on that?" And she goes, "Oh, the bear." I was like, "What? Why
Yeah.
the bear?" And she goes, "Because the bear won't rape you." And I was like, "But the bear will kill you."
Yeah.
It's stuck.
So that
in the
that goes
woods.
back to my presidential debate question that I always wanted somebody to ask, especially whenever it was like Trump and
The
Hillary
strange
Clinton.
man's just gonna kill
And
that pussy.
It was which crime is worse? Which crime is worse, rape or murder? And apparently, a woman is going to say rape is a worse crime than murder,
What if
but a
you
man
just-
is probably going to say that murder is a worse crime than
What
rape.
if you just
right?
want to murder that asshole?
Yeah. So, yeah, every single woman says the bear, and then if you
Because they're online and getting attention.
if you don't immediately agree with them, completely agree with them, then they get mad.
Yeah, you're not allowed to.
Oh,
It's
I
like a
didn't-
trap. It's like a bear trap.
All I said was fascinating.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not stepping into this. I'm not going to have this discussion.
That's why that's why Maya's like, yes, ladies, I also choose the bear for you.
It's so not creative. Does a bear shit in the woods? All the Dwight Schrute shit about, you know what? Bears.
Bears
They
beat
smell
South Carolina,
periods.
yeah.
There's Anchorman jokes about
Yeah.
them smelling periods.
Yeah. It's
This
like,
is an old joke.
like, do you know anything about bears? And they're like, well, like most of the time, if you run into a bear in the woods, it's going to run away. And most of the time, if you run into a strange man, he's not going to rape you. It's the same. It's the same probability.
According to the Revenant, the bear is going to rape the dude.
Yeah.
They don't care about girls.
I've seen the Revenant. Yeah, the bear destroys the shit
Yeah.
out of Leonardo DiCaprio in that too. Like,
You're like, "Oh, my ass."
Sakamoto music,
Yeah.
you know?
You had to go soak his ass in a river.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
my god.
my asshole got bear raped.
Yeah. Strange man equals rape.
Did you guys see the Star Wars Eclipse trailer?
I don't watch Star Wars. What's Star Wars?
It's the video game.
I don't. You need to say that with a little. I don't watch Star Wars.
I don't watch
I watch
Star Wars.
I don't have a television. I don't
We don't have a
believe in
television in the
television
bedroom.
as a thing.
That's not a bad idea, actually. But, you know, but
Is it another? It's a game.
Yeah. It's from the people that make those hyper realistic sci-fi games. Until
Quantic
Dawn,
Dream?
Quantic Dream.
Oh,
oh fuck no, I didn't see that.
are
I looked them up for it.
are there no white people in it?
Put it on. Can we watch it now? There's not any, even barely humans in it. It's mostly aliens.
Okay, yeah.
It's so good. You guys haven't seen this?
Is it
No.
recent?
No, it's like 2 years ago. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
No, but I just must be because I don't play like anything in Quantic Dream because it's just kind of like the same game over and over
You
again.
don't like QuickTime events?
Isn't
Of
that wasn't
walking
Heavy
around.
Rain those guys?
Yeah.
Where the guy's like shouting his kid's name over and over.
Yeah, most games have QuickTime events for big action. Quantic Dream games
that's
have
the one where they
QuickTime
shout at
events for.
Jason over and over again. Which
Open
is
a drawer.
hilarious for someone named Jason.
Oh yeah, that was what it was. Yeah, Jason.
I
Jason.
went to a game over one time to like go look at games and stuff, and they were like, "Can I get?" When I bought something, can I get your name? I go, Jason, and they gave my, and they go, "Oh, press X to Jason, Jason." And I was like, "I need to get the fuck out of here."
Hell yeah. Is this going to show in the thing?
It's not going to show for Jason.
Oh, Jason, you have to watch it by yourself like a baby.
Okay.
Like
It was
a
2
little
years
baby.
ago.
Yeah.
And you haven't heard anything about it since.
Yeah, no, they need to say something. That was what I was wondering with this. To what degree is it like your old roommate?
You know what? Oh
situation?
no, I think I've seen this.
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago.
They need to say something. They have a responsibility to the people.
That's
Release
right.
the
They owe
release
you
the tapes.
content.
Show me where the bodies are.
Yeah.
That's it. Tell me to press X to Jedi. It's
So
time.
Lucasfilm Games still exists. You said they got shut down. LucasArts got
No,
shut down.
LucasArts got shut down. And
So now it's-
LucasArts was where
Actually,
all
Lucas-
the talent was.
Yeah, Lucasfilm Games is something totally different.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Kathleen Kennedy and her quotas.
Oh, okay. So it's a
Her,
It's a
her
focus
Columbus,
room.
that she said.
It's her quotas. Although her plumbus is
it's a $1 billion focus room of a game.
yeah.
How did you feel when they were in the bazaar and there was a Mexican alien? Did you like that?
Neen Numb is a Mexican. Yeah, I've seen this with the guys doing the drums and all
Yeah.
that shit. Oh, and Yoda's got to be in it.
It's Trade Federation time. I think
Although,
it's pre-episode 1.
speaking of Star Wars, did you see what the number 2 movie at the box office was this weekend?
Was it Phantom Menace?
Yeah, hell
Phantom
yeah.
Menace.
Yeah, because they re-released it for a day or for May the 4th. For Murder 4th.
The Phantom
Well, we
Menace.
watched the Phantom Menace here and we recorded over it.
We made a
Did you
watch
really?
along.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We made a sing along. Jesus loves the little children. We did a Star Wars sing along.
I did always like the little when Anakin's shining up his pod racer or something. They had the Greedo Jedi looking little baby
Yeah.
kid or whatever like that.
Yeah, we got to that part. We didn't watch the whole movie. We only watched up until, I don't know, they were probably about to go back to Naboo. I don't know. But, yeah, I guess you saw that with me, didn't you, when we were in high school?
I was going to say, share your story. Didn't you camp out for tickets for us?
No, it was, wasn't it one of the Mauricios?
Oh, yeah. Jeff and Drew Mauricio.
Yeah, they got the tickets, and then I think somebody got in line, and then we showed up way later, and just we're like, yep, that's our spot, and we got in with them. We got right in the middle of the theater.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was good times. I don't know how we felt when we came out of it. I remember feeling.
I remember basically trying to convince myself that it was good for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We saw it 3 times. I saw it 3 times in the theater that summer.
We were
least.
all
I
at
saw
that
it
age
four-
where you're
I saw it 4 times in the theater. I must have liked something about it because I saw it 4 times.
you have to
I think
tell
that
your-
was just what we did. That was always the Star Wars tradition from the very first ones. Is everybody went and saw them a whole bunch of times.
I was growing
Yeah.
up. You're like, am I a baby? Do I like this? This is for babies.
Yeah, cartoon Star Wars for babies.
There's a new Star Wars Lego thing coming out too.
Yeah,
It's
that
got
looked cool.
Darth Jar Jar with a black falcon.
Yeah, did you see the what's it called? It's like
Building the
multiverses
universe,
with
yeah.
Star Wars and Lego.
I saw that thing that Hideo Kojima held up today, and it was like,
Oh,
I
hell
play
yeah.
Legos too.
Oh yeah, the TIE Interceptor, the Lego TIE Interceptor. That thing's awesome, but it's $250.
Yeah, I want that job. How can I get a job where they pay me to hang out with Hideo Kojima
Yeah,
and just do all the shit that he does every day?
I think you have to put ping pong balls on your face or something.
You gotta put a bouncy ball up your ass.
Yeah, and then you have to
That's right.
let him record your
reaction.
skin pores.
The reaction porn.
But
yeah.
then you'll be in Death Stranding with Conan O'Brien and Jeff Doritos.
Jason, how far are you in Stellar Boobs?
So, well,
Titty.
let's talk Stellar Blade. Let's do this. I just got the second hypercore, so I think the PlayStation, the home screen tells me I'm 35% in. But I've went in and fucked around. And
You're at the open world area.
Yeah, I just been leveling up and doing side missions, and the side missions are depressing though because it's kind of just like, oh, he died. Have
Yeah.
5,000 credits. That's it.
Yeah, everyone's
It's just
dead.
like,
Everybody's
okay.
you have to go tell people that their family's dead. It's like
Basically, your cat
Army
died.
cop.
Here's 5,000 credits.
the
you know?
guy that works for the army that has to go with the flag to the house of people. Your
Yeah,
family's
it's
dead.
kinda-
Here's a flag.
Yeah, that's kind of your thing.
I was looking to see if Stellar Blade was banned in India or not, because Final Fantasy 16 got banned because it had gay dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Or
I
they
don't
had to
think
take
it's been-
that out or
I-
something.
How do you?
haven't seen it.
I guess they had to cut the little cut scene where Dion acknowledges that he's a banging dudes.
Yeah.
What, in Final Fantasy?
Yeah, and Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, he was summoning his boner into that dude's butt.
Did you finally beat it? Did you finally get the ending?
No. I was going to wait until all the DLC was out and play through all that and then beat it.
It's out.
But
say
then
it's out
Final
now.
Fantasy Rebirth
time.
happened, so like I said,
Oh yeah.
I play about 3 or 4 200-hour games a year, and that's all I do.
It's true telling Clay.
So I don't have time for anything else. I don't have time for
I
Xbox Live Ultimate where I play every single game that's on Game Pass, whatever.
You need to learn how to fold time.
That's what you
That's
need
right.
to do, Josh, for your kid. You need to say, I'm paying $17 a month for Game Pass Ultimate, and that's what you're playing.
That's what he's doing right now.
You're not. You there are no other. The only games that we get are the $17 a month games. There's good stuff on there.
He's redoing Jedi Survivor in his room.
Yeah.
He's fighting
I wanted
Dagon.
well, yeah. One of the things I want to talk about, like the Stellar Blade. How do I put the whole? And this isn't me doing the puritanical thing. It's like, oh, the costumes. It's really. This is striking me as weird. Let me explain. So Sony also owns Yeah, Sony's about to own everything entertainment-wise. They're trying to buy Paramount, they're doing all this stuff. They also own Aniplex, which is kind of like the boutique, like
Analplex?
kind of anime kind of house in Japan, like
Okay.
label.
Yeah, yeah.
They're putting out a it's like they're putting out a visual novel by the guys that did like Fate Stay Night, which if you haven't watched Fate Stay Night, it's dope. Do
Okay.
it.
I don't
It's
believe in
good.
visual
Fate
novels.
Stay Night.
Fate/Stay Night. Yes.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like it's like seven spellcasters like raise up like 7 historical figures to fight for the Holy Grail. It's pretty dope.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, like Gilgamesh and stuff like that. You know,
Okay.
it's great. So they're putting out like a visual novel for the Switch. So we're gonna pick that up, right? Because it comes when they put it out, they put like an art book out. They do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
They're also putting it out on the PlayStation.
But are they
owns.
censoring it on the PlayStation?
They're putting a game out on the PlayStation uncensored, but the art book that's coming out, apparently they're like editing the art book.
Oh, I think I
as
saw
well.
something about that. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird, right? Like it's just there's just weird.
You know what I think it is actually. I think all of it is a message to what they consider the evil gamers, and they're saying we can still change things.
The cool guys.
Yeah, we can still
That's us.
do whatever you want. We can still fuck with your shit. Like
Really?
you don't actually have any power. We can change this anytime
You're
we
taking
want.
it as an affront personally
Yeah,
to
well-
yourself.
Right.
We're the assholes.
And so that's why I think with the Stellar Blade thing, whenever the stuff that released on the disc and then all of a sudden the day one patch that you're forced to update to just covers up a couple little parts of cleavage or what stuff that doesn't really matter, except that it's just Sony saying we can still change this. It's them like flexing their power. It's the same thing they did with there was something else that they did that with. Oh God, what was it?
Well, the Final Fantasy undershirt thing that happened too on their watch. Right?
Yeah, that. But the Eiyuden Chronicles or whatever.
What did you do in Chronicles? I knew it was a dicey translation.
Yeah, it's
because...
the translation. And although Nexus Mods so far has not released not removed the translation fix, because anytime that it's like what they consider to be the bad guy side has a mod that they come out with, they remove it. I'm really surprised that hasn't been removed. Now, the other thing is the Helldivers thing. The coming in and trying to make all the people who play Helldivers on Steam register a PSN account in order to play, online or to play with anybody. Really, it's going to be required, right?
Guyvers.
That's very Ryan from The Office. Like, you sell this, now let's go log it into Dunder Mifflin Infinity. That's kind of what I saw it
Right.
as.
And it was just one of those like, and then the CEO of the guy Arrowhead, the guys who do Helldivers, he came out saying basically Sony is making us do this, and and that's why the guy who was public enemy number one to like all the gaming people in the gaming press, Grums, Mark Kern, he is spearheading a big campaign to basically get everybody to cancel their PSN accounts, because that's the only thing that would make a difference,
Well, I
your
get
wallet.
that, but at the same time, I've got so much shit on my PSN account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
And
my
it's,
things.
it's stuff that you lose because it was stuff that you got from the free games. That's how they get you. That's how they keep you. They keep you with that subscription fee.
I'll take
right?
it. I let them get me. Just have me. I want all this
Yeah.
stuff. It feels free when you pay $5 a month. You're like, it's free. That's not.
Yeah, it's true.
You
That's true.
pay.
But it's just kind of a like I don't have really like a like my. You know me, I'm all for, original artist vision. You know what I mean? I've always
Yeah.
been that way. So, so that's kind of where it sticks me.
Yeah.
What I don't like is, and this is this whole, spectrum of like, there's no gray area, there's no nuance, there's no middle, I think the bigger issue. I mean, if you want to get in the mud with it, so we can't see boobs. I don't think that's this issue.
Yeah.
I think the issue at hand is that there is a problem with trying to. There's this weird puritanical thing they're doing. It's not the first time they've done it.
Yeah, and it's only and I've said it before. It's only puritanical in one direction, towards one type of person.
So
Yeah,
Stellar Blade is
it's
not banned in India.
it's not.
No,
Oh,
they have
okay,
it there.
well,
So they finally found the answer to "Can I see Bob?"
Yeah.
Well, I think what irritates me about it though is like, and this is that whole, there you have one side where it's, they're him and Honda, niche gamer, Kotaku Action, and I get that, But the other side is like, so I follow Danny O'Dwyer. He's the guy that runs NoClip, and NoClip's fucking great from a documentary historical perspective. I love it. Love having it on in the background. Love watching it. But he's kind of taken the whole, here's an example of someone that is signing the petition to bring the lower cut suit back, and it's like some troll looking guy, just trying to paint like the gamer.
Yeah.
I hate saying chud, but you know what I mean. It's like what they're trying to do.
Yeah,
And
that,
it's just
I
like,
unsubscribed from NoClip because they did a video with Zoe Quinn.
Oh,
It's like
jeez.
there are people. Basically, the people who are in charge should not be in charge. There are a lot of people that should be losing their jobs from this kind of stuff. That are completely unprofessional.
Well,
And
they're letting AI make the decisions too. They're not even doing it anymore. They just have an
Yeah,
algorithm that hot flags words.
yeah,
Let's be clear though. I mean, it's not a. I don't want it out there that, that I don't. I think, I'm all for multiple, different voices in gaming, and.
but the
and
problem is that
there's
one
the-
voice controls everything.
Jason, you have to celebrate all the voices. Are you
Yeah.
celebrating
Well,
all?
but
all
you
the
know-
voices
you know-
except for certain
You
voices.
know what I'm saying though? It's
Yeah.
just like
You're not celebrating
I'm,
enough.
fucking,
You need to celebrate more.
I'm totally down with like multiple voices and everything like that. What I don't agree with is like if you disagree with like my big beef with gaming is like when you have, when you try to when you're doing something to reach out to a culture or a group or something like that, and you're just doing it to check a box. I find that, and that's just, of course, this is coming from me, but come from my, own personal perspective. So maybe I don't have a say in it. I think it's not my
No,
war to
you have a
fight,
say. You have a say. Everybody has a say.
But
There's, like,
I just, I believe in
Just
doing
don't say one
something
word.
genuine and from the heart. I don't believe in doing something to check a box because that's pandering, and it just,
disingenuous
I
to
just
the
don't,
people you're
I
trying
don't
to
agree
serve.
with it. And then when you mention something about it, when you're like, I wish you'd do something wholesome, they're like, well, I guess you hate,
Yeah,
pick a minority or
yeah.
something or whatever, right? And no, that's not it.
Yeah.
I want it to come from the heart. Like, I mean, you play Miles Morales and compare it to Spidey 2, which Spider-Man 2 is a great game, but Miles Morales that shit comes from the heart.
I didn't care
there's
about
a
any of it
big
when I was
difference
playing
in the
Miles
storytelling
Morales. When I was
piece,
playing Spider-Man,
know?
I was like, I'm shooting fucking lightning out my ass at lizards.
Yeah.
And I'm flying
But you know
all
what-
the way across the world immediately. I don't care about the graffiti girl.
Well, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
though, right?
so why put her in there then? That's
Yeah.
always the question is, if none of this is a big deal, then it shouldn't be a big deal to not have it. right?
Everything I've ever enjoyed in my life, I have to slog through some bullshit for it. And now games are the same. You have to slog through the deaf girl that spray paints to fly across the world.
and that's what the petitioners are saying. It's like,
Yeah.
well, what if you didn't have to slog through
Yeah,
that?
what if I paid
What if
$70
you
for a
didn't do
product that I got to enjoy all of it?
Yeah. What is that too much to ask? But this has just been a really fun. It's been really fun watching how it's different this time because 10 years ago, one side had way more control than they do now, and it's one of those like. I know it's you're not supposed to say it, but I kind of like the fact that Elon Musk took over Twitter now because of this. It gives
There's one
power to people who had absolutely no power and no way to make their voices heard. They were constantly shouted down and called names for like really milquetoast, really milquetoast complaints, and then if you have a giant group of people and you can find one person in that group who's a bad person, then you can say the entire group is bad people.
Donnie, I thought you loved space lesbians. You just don't like when they control your internet.
Yeah, I just
Girls online that tell everybody what to do.
right.
I'm afraid I wouldn't want to be in the woods with her.
Yeah. Well, like I
Or
said, I mean,
she's a
I'm
stranger.
sure that there was some type of agenda behind the design of the character in Returnal, but Returnal is an awesome game.
No, yeah.
So
they
I
made her.
love. There's nothing I don't like about that game other than maybe the plot's a little bit
You
stupid.
don't you think she's got a butterface?
I don't care. I
Oh,
don't
they
look at her
got
face.
you. They got you all the way.
I don't look at her face. Yeah, I can't. I'm not. I can't be one of those that goes so far that like anything.
enjoy.
Like I see woke everywhere because I am definitely not that type of person.
I mean,
But I can see it whenever it's too far. I can.
yeah.
I know where the line is. Right.
they could make pretty faces. I mean, that's Donnie. Look at that. That's fuck me eyes.
Yeah. Oh, well, Tifa and Aerith, man. Like I'm so glad.
And that's
that,
in gameplay. That's just
Yeah.
walking around. That's how she looks at him when he's opening a treasure chest. She fuck me eyes him the whole time, and it looks better than any. We were talking about this earlier, Donnie and I. If a girl had an AI boyfriend, he might not even have to exist. For a guy to have an AI girlfriend, it has to be you have to fuck it sometimes. It has to have some material form. But a girl could have
you
an
gotta be
AI
careful, though.
boyfriend, and all he has to do is
you gotta
text back.
You have to be careful though, because then if you like try to like, hey, you know, let's get together, and then they're like, that's great, let's support Russia too, and you're like, no, oh no,
Fucking space lesbians again.
but
Trying to
but
control
yeah,
the
it's
internet.
it's a you know,
Yeah.
there's definitely this thing of like trying to please all audiences, and sometimes we don't need to. That's the it goes to that thing too where it's like there's maybe you read something like with a horrible main character, and we've kind of entered this state now where if you like if there's something horrible and you read it and it's like, oh, I guess you support misogyny or you support
Yeah. Well, it's like that whole
racism.
depiction is not endorsement.
Yeah, exactly.
Problem.
Exactly, and depiction is not endorsement.
Yeah.
So
And isn't it amazing how many more good things there were whenever there wasn't this trying to pander to everyone and do something
Yeah,
for
Marvel
everyone?
posted that thing yesterday. We learned our lesson. We're going to change.
no, you
And they
fucking
didn't learn anything.
They said the exact same thing they've said every 6 months, which is, oh yeah, we're going to back off on this, and like they
said they do too much, and that's
yeah,
not the problem.
But they've been saying they've been saying they've been doing too much with both that and Star Wars since the 2020, I
if
guess,
there was
right?
a ton of awesome shit, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
No one would care.
Yeah, if it was all good, it would be
They'd make some
amazing.
crap.
Yeah.
And they have and that's why they're getting laid off. They laid off the whole entire Hi-Fi Rush studio
Yeah.
because they wasted all their money on DEI consultants, and now they couldn't pay the fucking people to make the games anymore.
What a hot fucking fart with that yesterday. I was so pissed that Tango got closed down. If
Yeah,
you
why are they
haven't
laying
played-
people off? Where'd all the money go? They hired a
Yeah.
bunch of
That's-
DEI consultants.
Yeah.
Well, they were also like, oh, we want more smaller games that can be award winning, so that game took 4 years to make.
Yeah.
And a small game by any stretch.
Awards
Yeah.
don't pay
So-
the bills.
But I was yesterday. I saw that news and I was just soured my
Did you
shit,
play Hi-Fi
you know?
Rush? Do you like it?
Hi-Fi, yes, I
the
played
way.
it, loved it. It's fucking amazing. So play it however you can, and I would say go buy it. But
Did you
the
play
studio don't
Fuser?
exist no more. So so I guess go Game Pass it or whatever.
Yeah.
Jason, did you get into Fuser at all, the DJ game?
I did not.
Dude, that shit is awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. You can make, it depends how much you like to try to turn your living room into a big gay party. But I bugged my kids with that game so bad. It was Fat
Do you
Boy
get the
Slim.
sample from David Guetta going, this is for George Floyd. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that was $7.
But back
and it
to
all goes to
Ring
BLM.
Slurblade, good shit. It's a good game, despite all the kind of goofy controversy going on with it right now.
Can
it's
I
good.
see, Bob?
Recommend it. It plays
Yeah.
like a PlayStation 2 game, which is the best. That's a compliment if you like those little kind of down and dirty, just no bullshit action games. It's
Devil
great.
May Cry
So,
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Devil May Cry.
I mean,
exactly.
they came a long way from their mobile game, which is awesome. Have you played their horny mobile game?
No, but I saw a lot of the horny mobile game figures in Japan when we left.
So
The
it's
Nikkei
called
Goddess of
yes.
Victory.
Okay, is that how you say it? I'm sorry. I sound like a slur if I try to say Nikke.
Nika.
No,
Oh no! Oh
Hey,
no!
Nikke. I don't know how they
That's
say it. I don't know.
funny.
I'm trying to be honorable
But-
of Japanese culture.
But it's funny though because like Sarah, I've talked to Sarah about the whole, or about all the stuff going with Stellar Blade, and she was, "Are you playing your horny game right now?" And I was like, "This doesn't bug me." I was like, "I was baptized in the fires of Lara Croft and Bayonetta. This is nothing."
This is getting back to the way things should be.
I was raised Christian. I'm not even allowed to look at this right now.
Yeah. I feel like I'm sinning when I'm playing
Yeah,
the game.
I was horny when I woke up. I'm from
Yeah.
the Baptist church.
Yeah.
Video games aren't gonna change anything.
Yeah, I shoved
you
that
ever
down
see-
so far. It
Did I-
comes out in
Did I,
strange ways.
did I ever mention the skit from SNL with like Nathan Lane, where he's like dressed as a nun? And it's like let's go. He goes like, he's like it was like a fake PBS show or something like that. I'm probably getting this wrong, but it's like he goes to like all these museums and touches their naughty pictures and stuff like that.
Nice.
And just goes, oh, and just jumps. So
That's
I
all
need
those
to find that
statues
somewhere.
overseas, the brass ones. The cock is all shiny.
Yeah.
The dude is
So-
like forever enshrined. His ghost is in that statue. He's like, the bitches can't stop touching my dick all day. I fucking love it.
Yeah. So, another thing that I think I'm going to do is I'm going to be a backlog guy.
Yeah?
To where I think I'm only, I don't know. I think once we get done with the more modern stuff, I'm going to start going back because I have like a few months left of my Game Pass, and there's a lot of old games there, and I
Yeah.
might just go back and start playing, the old stuff. Because I have,
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee you I have 250 games that I could play. Things that I just never turned on.
I looked at my Steam library and it was at 579.
Let me see my squad.
I'm never going to play that much.
Is that the game? Is that the Stellar Blade game? Is that Nikke?
Nikke, it's like fancy
Yeah.
Nike.
So
'cause
you
it's
can
got
tap
extra
them all
K in
and
it.
they all say
Yeah, look,
dirty
there you
stuff.
go. See, look,
They're like,
look at
I can
you
help
see
you.
These girls. Oh, it doesn't show up well on the camera.
Jason's not allowed to look at my bitches.
Yeah, look at them.
Those are that's my stable of hoes.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what I'm doing
Yeah,
over here.
that's
It's my
that's
business.
the game where
What is
it's
this, the
like
Catholic
it's
Church?
like Kitty Meat, the video game. Yeah,
I'm not trying to trade around toys.
yeah. So yeah, it's what was it? Yeah, I was like it's interesting that they've made honestly because of
Just
you
use
see what
full
they did in the mobile
ahegao.
game, I'm kind of just I honestly feel Stellar Blade's a little more reined in
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
mobile game.
No, it's well done. I mean, it's a fun action game. It's,
It's
3D.
is it a boob petting game? Is it a boob swiping game? You swipe on the boobs.
Dude, I was trying to find one of those, and I found just this thing where you could jiggle any photo that you have. So I took the Tifa picture I was just showing you and put jiggles on the middle of it and went,
Yeah, I saw that, It's
So
funny.
that's how we're using AI technology now, right?
Yeah.
Titty meat rules.
So we took this photo and we are now jiggling the boobs on it. So,
Yeah.
but
Girls
yeah,
are out there
the
thinking about
backlog-
bears in the woods, and we're inventing important shit.
The backlog idea is not a bad idea because I don't see really anything triple A.
Yeah, just
play
the
coming
just
out.
the what the myth, what is it, Wukong or the black myth,
Monkey.
the
If
monkey,
it comes out,
the monkey
you know.
game.
They
It's supposed to
shouldn't
come out
have
in like
a
3
monkey
months. isn't it?
game and call it black anything. They're gonna get
Yeah.
in trouble. But they're Chinese, so they're like, I didn't know. You have a monkey game and it's called Black
Yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Don't
that
do
sounded
that.
more like a French accent than a Chinese accent.
Donnie, did
Who
you get
half the monkey black? The monkey black all the time.
monkey?
Oh no! Oh no!
Donnie, did you get pumped about the Housemark tweet? Speaking of return anal.
Oh, do you have a new game?
No, they made a big announcement that they were going to make an announcement.
Oh, that's
They
stuff
did
It was,
is
a
that
there.
shit.
it was a comic book or an art book. Or
Yeah,
something like that.
yay!
Yeah, yay.
Motion cartoon. Aren't
You can
all
go buy it
cartoons
buy it
motion?
for $16 on Amazon when
Yeah.
it goes on
Nobody
sale.
cares. Make another game. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
It's game talk. Yeah. Oh, did you see that? So I guess the whoever the president of Marvel Comics is gave an interview yesterday, and it basically consisted of him putting his fingers in his ears and going, "No, the market's good. The market's good. The
Yeah.
market's good. Comics are not
Market is
failing."
Not
La,
good.
la,
The
la,
market
la,
is
la.
not good.
Yeah, blaming
They-
everything on COVID, still blaming everything on the pandemic, blaming everything on like we're not seeing the Wednesday Warriors anymore. We're trying to figure out how to get them into the shops and get them buying, and like they're all buying
Your first
manga.
issue was $7 for 30 pages. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
They're all spending their money
No
on
wonder they can't go
Nikkei
in.
girls on the mobile apps.
Well, and really,
Yeah,
it's
beef up my
it's
squad with
because
titty meat.
they've turned off their core audience again, just like gaming and all that. And a lot of those people have moved over to manga, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you compare sales from like Marvel and DC compared to manga sales, it is not comparable.
Anywhere different.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
it's-
looking forward to seeing what Horizon Zero Dawn 3 looks like after they learn their lesson from Stellar Blade. They're like, we want to sell games, right? We better put some fucking meat in there. It's time for Horizon Zero Clothing.
Also, other than it goes back to that, writing just to check a box, which is what's happening with comics too. The couple of things you're seeing is like with DC, they really have just like, I mean, the main series they put out is just like, I mean, back in the day, what did we see? We saw like maybe 2 Batman comics, 2 Superman comics, and then just like everything else. I feel it's so old saying back in the day. Back in my day, comics were $1.
25 years ago, yeah.
But now it's like, like they put out like probably like, I don't know, maybe 40 comics a month or something like that. And like almost three-fourths of them are like Batman or Superman. Like they don't even have a Justice League right now.
Yeah, that's weird. Those are the only things that I guess people still buy in enough numbers.
The last good thing I read from DC was when they did Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths last year, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
That was really good. It's kind of hard for someone to write a good Teen Titans story lately, but they did a really good job with that one.
Teen Titans started a long time ago.
I did try the current Avengers by Jed MacKay. He's pretty good. It was okay. It didn't really. Avengers didn't really float my boat as much as it used to. The one I'm looking forward to when they collect it is Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man, because they restarted the Ultimate Universe.
Didn't they kill everybody in the Ultimate Universe like 12 years ago or something?
Yeah, they killed them all out, and then the guy that helped kind of kill it all out came back to life, and he's kind of doing his own thing in there. So you can tell I've followed it, right? Like I'm on top of it, So I don't know, but Hickman's pretty reliable if he's left to his own devices. So, that's about it. It's all I can think of that really interests me comic wise right now.
Yeah.
The things I'm reading. Like we had a discussion on this other night with spouses like, so what's the deal with like, why do you think more people read manga now than comics? And the answer is like, because you don't see manga reboot every 3 months.
Yeah, it's because it doesn't suck.
Nobody made it
because it's good.
Yeah, didn't get South Park.
Yeah,
you really don't have a lot of.
Gay.
I mean, and I'm just basing this off conjecture, not data, right? But from what I've seen and from what I'm reading, you don't get a lot of editorial influence in manga, right? The editor's like, "Hey, you done?
Yeah.
Hey, you done? Great. Let's go."
Again, they don't seem to be hiring according to what boxes you check. There's a lot of bad writers who got their job through less than merit reasons in DC and Marvel and all the American comics. And I mean, if you do any research at all, just read anything about who the people are who are in charge of these companies, who are, and now they can kill people. They can make people kill themselves now and have no professional consequences.
Was it the Boeing guy? Did he get pushed off a ledge?
Yeah, by a comic book person.
His head went Boeing off the ground.
Oh, that's horrible.
Motherfucker dead.
Basically again, it's with every single, especially nerd stuff. It's there's been what I would say is an infiltration by people who aren't talented, who it's all identity politics and all that, and it wouldn't be that big of a problem if it didn't make the product suck, but it makes things suck because the people who are in charge of things, the people who are writing these things, they are not talented people. No. And they're pushing they start from that kind of bitchy, shitty political agenda. And when you start from there, the thing that you write is not good. It does not generate quality.
Is there a famous writer school where a lot of good writers have come out of?
It used to be colleges.
any college. Just go to college, please.
Yeah, college. That's where you become a good writer.
Go to a college. I don't care which one. Just learn to write. Learn to write something more creative than there's a bear in the woods.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, which one would you rather?
You played Zork?
I think there's,
so old.
There's more to
head west.
But I think there's more. I mean, I think it's convenient to like place all the blame on over hyper
It's Occam's razor. It's
hypothesized
Occam's razor.
causes and
This
stuff
is
like
the
that. I
easiest
think
explanation.
there's more to it though.
Well, but
you
I
know,
mean, just go and look at any of the people who are in charge of these things on Twitter, and any of the things that they say, and their responses to whenever people bring you, like what happened with that comic book owner guy. The guy who worked at the comic book store, and he was giving an interview, and he was talking about how basically the writing is bad now, and it's because the people who are writing Captain America write themselves as Captain America.
Oh,
There's a
nice.
lot of like self inserts and whatever my politics are and all
They're
that.
stand-up
Yeah,
comedians.
it's,
They
it's
only
like
know
Mindy
how to
Kaling
write
in The Office,
themselves.
and like was it BJ Novak in The Office? Very similar. Like,
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
Jason, you said it was conjecture. So how many times has something happened before it's evidence? You know, we're seeing
Well,
the same
I
thing
don't-
over and over again with DEI, with Spider-Man, with the layoffs, with the video games changing all around, and with Marvel saying, "Well, we
Star
learned our
Wars
lessons."
sucks.
Star
and
Wars.
Star Trek sucks. And
How many times does your childhood need to get raped before it feels like, and it's something, a theme is emerging?
But go back to that though for a second, because this is why I say yes, it's convenient. If you want to be a boogeyman for that, yeah, that's convenient. But I think it's something deeper than that. I think it's this may sound super generic or something like that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I feel like you're seeing the Big Bang Theory-fication of the things you like.
Yeah,
Okay,
laugh
yeah.
track.
and
Here's why.
and that's the vector that the people the
Well,
people
hang-
use to get in.
No, as an Oasis fan,
well,
I
hang-
agree.
well, hang it-
we
well,
saw this
well, hang-
happen with Oasis. They got
Well,
Big
hang on
Bang
just a
of
second though, because here's my thought. So you had like, what was it, when Big Bang Theory came out like in 2008 or something like that.
Yeah,
I
mid
guess,
2000s, all of a sudden it became cool
They
to be a nerd, right?
That's Weezer's fault. Weezer did that.
Weezer did that probably, yeah. But I mean, at that point, it was like, I remember like from 2008, and then when we went to Comic-Con in 2012, like everything just started getting, like there's like nerd cultures were popping up for everything.
Yeah.
And so I think when you see that happen, you see greedy ass, like
Dude, nerds
corporate
got popular, but they
mongrels and
didn't
stuff.
ever-
They're like, hey, we can make a buck off this,
Yeah.
and we can also.
This is a
You know,
subculture.
it's one of those things where it's like you're trying to please everyone, but you're trying to do it for the sake of a buck. And when you do that, also, you start raising prices on shit too. That's why I say yes, maybe yes, I agree. Writing can be, the writing is very hit and miss. I'd say very hit and miss. I haven't read a comic in a long time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have the same thing with movies. That part way, and I'm like, what are they trying to do with this?
And yeah, there's some points I agree on. I just don't think that's solely the problem. I think it's a nice conflagration of conflagellation. I can't talk.
Conflagrated
It's
when?
10:30, 10:15 at night. But I think corporate greed and other things have seeped into it too.
That's
so,
not corporate greed. Companies exist to make money. They have to do that. That's why they
well,
are
sure,
a company.
but now it's just like, well, it's not enough. I mean, more. We need more.
Yeah, that's
you
more
and so
money.
that's
That's more.
when-
That's the job.
And that's why you see. That's why you have. I assume Marvel's hiring editors just to sell shit, right?
Yeah.
Which yes, they are. I get that, right? But I mean, like, not just their comics. They're doing it to sell other shit too.
Well, I mean, okay, so we're saying comics. Over the past at least 5 years, it has been very obvious that they are not hiring editors purely to sell comics.
No.
They are hiring editors because they agree with certain things that agendas and things like that, because all of the money that Marvel brings in is not the comic books. All the money that Marvel has been bringing in, obviously, was the movies, right? And the toys.
merchandising,
Right.
know what I mean?
But it's almost like this was allowed to fester in the shadow of the mega successful stuff.
Yeah.
And
The darkness is rising.
and they basically
Yeah.
put their fingers in their ears and went la 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 at any criticism, and also
Yeah.
at any whenever the sales started going down and all that. And I mean, you can see it in the Marvel movies, right? The more recent Marvel movies have really been taking from the plot lines that were introduced in the more recent Marvel comics over the past 5 years. And what has happened to all of those? Look what happened to Thor: Love and Thunder.
They're using the comics as a script.
Yeah, but they're moving straight to the past 5 to 7 years of comics whenever they've been bad, and all of a sudden people don't care. But what is so convenient for those types is that we had COVID.
I think
because now they can blame the pandemic for. I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to blame the pandemic, but they're going to keep blaming it as long as they can.
I think Hemsworth is cosplaying as his Mad Max character right now.
Yeah.
He's being a badass, and he's like, I didn't fucking like that Thor movie. Fuck them. Because he's being an asshole because he's on press tour for Mad Max.
He
got a fucking big nose.
He tried to take the blame for it. I was like, that was not your fault.
Yeah, dude.
Chris.
That wasn't his shield. That wasn't his sword.
He made a bunch of good Thor movies. Everybody knows he can make a good Thor movie 3 times already.
Yeah, and Love and Thunder the script is just so half baked, you know.
And the female Thor idea was, I mean, it was bad in the comics too.
I didn't appreciate their flagrant use of Guns N' Roses. That was rude. Leave Axel alone.
I didn't mind Jane Foster's, Thor.
Jane Foster.
I thought the writing could have been better though. The idea is
Thor is not a title. Thor is a person.
Yeah.
Thor is Thor Odinson. Literally, like you can't just say, "Oh, now Jane can use the hammer and she's Thor." No, she's just Jane who can use the hammer. And it was one of those. We're going to take the thing that you like, we're going to replace it, and we're going to pretend it's the exact same thing. And if you don't like it, then you're the problem, right? But yeah, I mean, you've seen it, and it all started, like I've said before, about 2013, 2014, 2015. There was a shift. And it was basically, it used the vector of these huge corporations to move in and start taking over things. And then whenever it didn't work, they doubled down and doubled down and doubled down and doubled down. Now we're in this situation now where even now Disney can't admit what the problem is. Marvel can't admit what the problem is because they've doubled themselves down into, like, they're too far gone at this point. The games can't do this,
I think you're right about the undercurrent, though. I mean, we're going to see more and more of that, things rearing their heads that were going on under the chaos of the pandemic, etc.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, now all the video games have to be a retarded Eskimo Jewish gay person.
Disabled.
Those people were building their DEI for like a decade.
Dude, that picture of the new Sentry, it's a black woman in a wheelchair. That's hilarious. I actually want them to keep doing that because this stuff is so funny. It just gets funnier and funnier.
Dude, how much funnier would Wally be if all the fat people were Mexicans at the end? I don't want to do Che. Bring me a burrito.
The robot, he come and he cleaned the floor.
Yeah,
but then he crashed through the window.
Those people were awful white for the future. You're not supposed to be that white in the future. We're supposed to all mix together by then. They should have had a little tang.
Yeah, we should have been beige.
Beige people.
Anyway,
fucking
Jason,
lazy fat beige people.
But anyway, Jason, what I was going to ask was, so back whenever we were kids, or like in the 90s, whenever we were growing up and we were like getting into high school, did you have a comic book shop that you went to? Like, what did you do for comics? Because you were always a comic book reader, right?
Not always.
I mean,
there was a good stretch where I read comics like from, like, I'd say, I don't know, when I was in 4th grade to like probably like right at the start of 7th grade. We had two. There was a paperback exchange that was
including hentai.
No.
We weren't getting hentai in.
We're not allowed to talk about a 14-year-old reading hentai. We're in trouble.
No.
Even if it was you yourself.
Anime had not even entered the picture.
You can't even talk about your own experiences. You can get in trouble.
Yeah. So we had paperback exchange, and there was just like the surliest of surliest dudes that ran it, and like one time, like I wanted to go and look at Marvel cards, right? I wanted like some like Marvel Universe Series 3 cards because they just came out.
Series 3 were the ones that I got.
Did they have the rotating glass shelf with all the cards that you could hit the button and it came through like a lazy Susan?
No, man, he just had like a big old binder, right?
Dope. They had
like a big 3-ring binder. So one time I was like, "Can I see what cards you have in that binder?" He just slams it on the thing, like he just slams it. My dad was with me, and he was so pissed off. And at that point, we never went back.
Nice.
We kind
of lost a valuable customer.
You
have no idea how rich Jason was going to be in the future. He would have bought
got rich.
everything.
So we had
bought
that,
this
and
place.
then there was a. Then they became like Books to Enjoy, but then they closed down.
Yeah, I remember Books to Enjoy. So I guess it was paperback exchange of the books. And would they sell like the week's new comics, like the Wednesday comics?
Yeah.
They got the
Yeah,
shipment
yeah.
and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just because I
Yeah.
think somebody, maybe it was you, Josh. You asked me, did you even have a comic book store growing up?
Yeah,
And I
you were
was
talking
like,
about Hastings.
yeah, we could go to Hastings. I guess Hastings would have
Yeah.
them, and then convenience stores would have comics. They'd have a
Yeah.
comic rack, right?
Yeah, like spinny thing.
Yeah, it was
Spinny
most
iron.
rat ass comics you'd see
Yeah.
on the rack, but yeah, they had comic books for sure.
They had
seem
all
to
the
remember
Archies.
buying a
They always had
Batman.
all the Archies on those.
Yeah, Archie's. There was definitely Archie on there.
The supermarket had Archie. Yes,
Yeah.
I
There's the
remember,
OG
like,
hentai
Double
for
Digest.
Christians.
Like, how many hamburgers did you eat today, Jughead? Oh no. Yeah.
Dude, that was Christian jerk-off material. I was like, Betty or the other brunette or which? Ooh,
Yeah,
look at all
he's
the
trying to get
hoes.
them both in a three-way.
I'll have both. I'm hardcore.
You want to look at my
I want
jughead?
Tifa and Aerith.
I
you
got
know.
a big old jughead in my pants.
So,
God.
so also Steve Albini died today, or news got out that he just suddenly died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
which,
yeah, I
uh,
saw that.
Which, like, he's got a list of about what 6 or 7 albums that are iconic that he produced.
Oh yeah. I mean, In Utero for sure is the one that stuck out to me the
Freaking
most.
Surfer Rosa.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
did. He
Surfer
did Surfer
Rosa,
Rosa. Yeah. He
Yeah,
did a whole.
he,
He did a whole. And
I gotta pee.
3 or 4 other ones. I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was not expecting that news today. It was a gut punch, Jason. That one hurt. This
How
one
many people did
hurts.
How many people did you downvote on Reddit today? Did you downvote a couple?
I didn't really have to downvote that many, although I am starting to get tired of everybody having to go, fuck, this sucks. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Like every single person has to say fuck whenever there's like a shocking death.
Is that
and
the
that was-
indie version of this hurts, or
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that was
this
the
is a gut
indie
punch?
heads version. Every single person. What the fuck? Oh, fuck, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck, fuck.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But yeah, but he also had he was in, what was it, one of the best one of the best albums, you know, when he was in Big Black.
Big Black songs about fucking. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So,
Um,
but yeah, that is a bummer. I was bummed to see that today.
yeah.
Speaking of shitty Marvel shows,
Yeah, I haven't
Echo.
watched any of the Marvel TV. Like, I haven't caught up on any of that kind of stuff.
Did you do any X-Men '97?
No, I still haven't started X-Men '97, but everybody says it's really good.
Jason, are you watching?
I got 2 episodes in, so I need to finish it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
all caught up almost. I got one more.
Is it still airing or is it done?
Dude,
Nah,
I
it's
love that
finished.
show.
It's finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the people who you would think would say that it sucks are saying it's good.
That's another one that was out when I was too old to be watching cartoons. 97, I was 20.
Yeah.
94, I think it came out. I was 17. I should not have been watching X-Men, but I was like, "Fuck yes!"
Yeah,
Da-na-na-na-na.
I remember when it first came out. Like it was '92. I was in 6th grade. Yeah. So
Yeah, I was about to drive cars. I shouldn't have been watching it when I was 15 either.
Yeah. It was perfect timing for me. The cartoon came on when I was in 5th grade,
Hell yeah.
and so I watched. I don't really know how many seasons of it I watched, but I guess it did go up. Did it go up through '97? So I must have stopped watching it at some point.
Did y'all hear that The
don't
Rock
know
is going to be Apocalypse now?
Apocalypse.
The Rock is in talks to be Apocalypse. Why he rocks?
in the female X-Men.
Yeah, the Sex Men.
I don't know if I'd
finer
I'd bring him to set though. Did you not hear the stories about how he's a huge diva?
Yes. Dude, I'd do the same shit if I got famous. I'd be like, bring me my fucking filet mignon.
Yeah, have you seen his cheat day meals? They're fucking outstanding.
Yeah, like entire pizzas and
It's
shit.
not a beef Wellington.
Yeah.
This is a croissant.
Look how small it is in my hands.
Look, this guy had 15 blueberries in his muffin. I got 11 in mine. What the fuck is going on with the fucking blueberries?
I'm glad Josh came back because I have a story to share with him from today.
Are you kidding me?
So we were at work, and we had to do a fire drill today. So we're all, 10 o'clock this morning, waiting on the alarm to come. Instead, we hear over a walkie-talkie, just like the most softest, like Southern gentlemanly,
Nice.
There's a fire drill going on today. And I heard it, and the first thing I thought of was Josh, like, doing that.
Doing a voice.
It's Kevin Spacey.
Doing
All
the
the
Kevin
little
Spacey
children need to come
Southern
outside
Dandy
right
voice.
now and get in my
Yeah.
van. That's the safest place during a fire drill is Kevin Spacey's Volkswagen Vanagon.
Like, yeah, Kevin Spacey, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil is exactly what I thought of when I heard that today. So I have to tell Josh this.
I'm having a 4-alarm fire drill in my drawers right now.
Oh,
And
no.
I'll tell you what, little X-Men school for children.
Stay 1,000 feet away from that, from the X.
I feel a great swell of pity for anyone who comes to this school looking for gay sex. We are the future, Charles, not them.
Well, the future, Charles. Yeah, so whenever we were kids and the X-Men came, like, that was, man, we had some great cartoons in that, like, elementary school, the middle school time. We had Batman the Animated Series.
Yep.
Then we had the Spider-Man series.
And then
we had the
Pokemon and
Superman
Power Rangers took
series.
over everything and ruined it.
Yeah, I was too old for Pokemon. I was too old for Power Rangers.
It
I was
got
too old
ran.
for Barney.
I was lucky to enjoy Power Rangers because I had a brother who was 7.
Oh,
so,
right. Yeah.
Bill and Ted
so
came
he was-
along and made
we were
everything
all-
radical.
Yeah.
It was Bill and Ted's fault.
Basically for me, Speed Racer and Power Rangers is like the gateway to all the cool shit that I like now.
Have you
know?
guys noticed the shift of all of a sudden Motley Crue, Bill and Ted, Pogs? Like everything changed. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were kind of part of that radical 89, 90 thing. It was like they weren't taking themselves seriously anymore. They were like, we just Denver the Last Dinosaur. We're gonna make everything crazy.
Yeah, it was the skater and the surfer culture and the California rad dude culture really just like had to mix everything in
That
there.
was the New Mutants. The first one of the New Mutants was a black skater guy. He
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some great stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know what the kids today are watching because things are so just
Hentai.
like hentai. They're choking each
kids-
other.
14-year-old Jason is watching hentai.
Yeah.
The kids don't bop anymore, Donnie. You know, they're all doing meth. And,
No,
you
that's
know.
fire. That's fire.
No, apparently they're just vaping and chewing gum.
Yeah, the
and
world
not
is a
having
cartoon.
sex.
If you vape enough, the world is a cartoon.
I bet it is.
I gotta go, guys. I'm in the middle of a cat funeral. I have to preside over the proceedings.
Yeah. So
Ladies and
that,
gentlemen.
yeah, thanks for coming and thanks for calling in and hanging out, Jason. This was a successful test.
Can I request a song too? Is that what this is?
Yeah,
Do we-
yeah.
It's like
You can be
play "It's Raining Men" by the Weather Girls.